But all right, Brownlow medal. It's the big time. After 18 rounds of logging results, I've come up with a tie, fellas. I'm actually fuming. Locked in 44 votes, so it is out of 5, so it's obviously going to be more than normal. It's Paddy Cripps and Lachie Neale. Tied for the Brownlow medal. Fair play to both of them. Pilch, who are you backing in for the Brownlow medal?
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but my heart says Boakey, but my head says Neale. Like it's not going to be anyone but Neale.
Yeah, Rowie.
Same dilemma. Heart says Steele. Gut says Neale. I wouldn't be like, I don't think it would be the end of the world if somehow Boak or Steele took it off him, but just because of the shortened season. But I do think Neale will get it, obviously. And I think it'll be interesting to see who comes second and third between those two, or if there's someone else, just because I think there's no one really to steal votes off Boak and Steele. There's no massive standout in those other two teams to obviously poll as highly as them. But I think that'll be the top three with Neale taking it out.
Yeah, Brody, are you going with Neale as well?
Yeah, stock standard. I mean, I'd love Paddy Cripps to win it based off your algorithm, but I don't even think we'll finish top 3 in our B and F. But yeah, Neale for sure, I think. Second, I reckon you guys said Boak and Steele, but Petrarca is a chance for top 3 as well, I reckon. He's probably the other one. They're probably the top 4, but yeah, it's really who's going to be second that's the most interesting. I think Neale will win by half a dozen votes at least, probably.
Yeah, my top 9, because 10 and 11th are tied, so stuff them. My top 9, just for the sake of reading it out. So I got Cripps and Neale tied on top. Cloliver 1 vote behind. So the inside mids were getting loved by the algorithm for. This is where the voting system's just wrong. But Luke Ryan, he legitimately got 5 votes, like 8 rounds in a row or something for Freo in the middle of the season. Then 5th, I had Danger. 6th was Steele. 7th was Boak. And tied with Boak was actually Maynard, which is pretty surprising in a star-studded Collingwood team to rack up that many votes. And then 9th was Jared Lyons. All right, I don't know how you boys want to attack this next one. So, MVP / Brownlow, so you can think about it as in the votes, or you can just think who's been the best player in your eyes. Pilch, who would you like to offer up for this one?
Well, I've got a few names written down just because the obvious one is Lachie Neale, and unless a miracle happens, he's got the Brownlow in his back pocket already. But I'm actually, obviously, Boak, Steele, Dangerfield, they're probably around the mark. But one of my smokies is Clayton Oliver, who, Cork, you've been doing some stats and you've kind of uncovered that as well. But he's been flying under the radar at the Ds. All the limelight's on Petrarca, and I think Oliver will steal a lot of his votes. And I don't think Petrarca should be the second favourite at the moment because of Oliver and Gawn stealing votes, and they haven't really been winning too many games.
Yeah, fair point. Brody?
I've just gone the obvious. It has to be Lachie Neale. He's had a super season. He's averaging like 30 touches and a goal a game. Brisbane have won plenty of games, so he's going to poll plenty of votes. A lot of 3 voters early in the season. And it's going to be a pretty one-way affair on Brownlow night, whenever that is.
Yeah. Also, I think it also helps them. They don't really have, they're obviously a great team, but I don't think they have too many big names who are going to, attract the umpires' attention or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Like Jared Lyons has maybe been their second best, or like Harris Andrews, but I think Neale's going to be copping votes almost every game, especially every win. Rowie?
Yeah, I've obviously got Neale at 1. Nothing else to say there. I think Petrarca, there is obviously the factor of Gawn and Oliver stealing votes, but I think what you notice when Brayshaw finished 3rd or 4th, the umpires obviously noticed him a lot because of his helmet, and that's a just distinguishing feature. I think Petrarca's just massive bulking ability to just bulge out of the packs is obviously easily noticed by the umps. He's obviously a noticeable player on the ground. I reckon that'll just be a factor just by no other means than just visual ability by the umps. I think obviously Boakey's a good inclusion because I think there's not a massive amount of players to steal votes off him at the power. Obviously, they're a quality side on the top of the ladder, but I think Boak's usually more so at the start of the season being the standout player. So I think if I had the prediction, I reckon it'll be those three at the top.
Yeah, no, all good shouts. As you alluded to, Pilch, I've been doing a bit of a statistical Brownlow, so completely, well, not objective, but like I picked the algorithm sort of, and then since then I've just let it go. So currently it's Neil, Oliver, Cripps, Luke Ryan from Freo, strange, and then Brokey is in at 5th. So that's what I think it is anyway. But obviously there's game discrepancies in there. Some have played 12 and some have played 11, I think. So but on an average vote per game basis, it would be Oliver, and then total votes, it's Neil. So I think Neil's probably got it in the back pocket, as you guys said, but there are a few other guys who are likely to be there or thereabouts.
It's a miracle! Oh, yeah! What about that one? Unbelievable! Balotelli, Aguero! Crowd cheers. Here's Siddle.